Welcome back to Budget Outlaws. Today we're working on the turbo LS powered Porsche 914. Today we're taking our newly rebuilt LS6, now with lower compression. And if you're new to this build, our goals are to make it run up to 20 psi and to make it the fastest street-driven Porsche 914 in the world. I know that's a lofty goal, and somebody out there will surely come out of the woodwork and prove me wrong. But hey, it's a goal and it's fun anyways. So we're going for it. Well, first things first, I had to clean up the engine bay. Well, I took off the photo op headers from the last video and I got it ready to install. That was a lot of fun. Anyways, we installed the magic adapters to allow the Chevy engine to mate up with the Porsche 930 Transaxle. And those just amount to a bell housing adapter and a flywheel that has a Chevy bolt pattern in the center and allows a Porsche clutch to bolt up to it. Just a standard 930, 911 turbo is what it uses. So the clutch pressure plate can now handle 620 foot-pounds of torque. And we'll have to baby that a little bit at the higher boost levels, but we have the option to add a 6-puck disc that will pump up the torque capabilities up to about 795. And that should just about do it. Well, we added the front and rear motor mounts and the starter and the alternator, and we're ready to slide it under the car and drop the body down onto the engine. It doesn't fit through the top. We have to take it slow, lowering it down, because there's a lot of stuff that gets in the way. And as you can see, the throttle body had to go for clearance, and I decided to take the intake off as well. I can't afford to be cracking those things. So we taped up the intake ports so we don't do anything really stupid. Then we lowered it down into place and connected the motor mounts front and rear and torqued them down tight. And then we can begin putting everything back on. Well, once we had it in place, we could see that the Firewall wasn't happy. With the factory water pump out of the way, we didn't need the big fiberglass Firewall. But the factory steel Firewall, the heads and the hoses hit. So we rerouted them a bit and trimmed off a piece on the valve cover. And then we cut and beat the steel Firewall into submission. Well, then I had an issue with the temp sending unit. I went to tighten it down and it just twisted right off. So I easy outed the threads. Boy, that came out easy. That was nice. And installed a new one. Well, I installed the intake and I noticed there was a fitting hitting the intake body next to the cam sensor. Normally the oil pressure sending unit sits there, but flipping the intake rearward would get it in the way. So these fittings and hoses route the oil sender out of the way. My fix for this was to grind off a bit of the fitting and a bit more off the intake, and I was happy that it wasn't hitting any longer. Meantime, I forgot to plug in the cam sensor. I installed the newly flow-checked injectors and fuel rail and connected up the fuel lines, and after a bit more items, I was ready for the first start. Well, the first start didn't go so well. It was popping and blowing flames out the top and the bottom. It was just a mess. So I knew I had something terribly wrong, and I was too rattled to really know what to do. So I started troubleshooting. Alright, I got a theory for this no start. When I put the coil packs, I moved them so that they would be out of the way. And I think I reversed them. So in other words, this coil pack used to be over here. And so they're firing completely out of order. And I did the same over there. So I am now doing a reverse, and it's fire in order. This is basic stuff. I don't know how I missed it. Okay, so now I was ready to start the engine. And, well, it started, but I still have some work to do. It's down on at least 1 or 2 cylinders, and I need to figure out what's going on before I go too far. Well, here's here's a sneak peek at the next video. And hey, check out the new jewelry. So, lots of new systems in this version of Morpheus. Lots to go right and lots to go wrong. Join us next time and we'll go over some of the troubleshooting and tuning in that video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.